everybody, Twin Mommy 101. This video is going to show you and break down the anatomy of a soft structure carrier, or an SSC, and show you a few of the different features that you can find when you're shopping for one. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to use a soft structure carrier, please visit my YouTube channel for other videos. This in my hand is the Omnal Baby Carriers. It's India's first ergonomic carrier, and it's part of the Twin Mommy 101 Wear and Share Learning and Lending Library. The carriers behind me are all part of the Atlanta Baby Wearing Club from Breastfeed Atlanta. And so I'm going to use a few of these different carriers to show you some of the differences that you'll find in carriers, because there are so many out there. And it really is just because every body, every shape, and every style of body is so different that you really have the ability to get the best fit for you, because there's so many different options. So looking at the waistband, because that's where I'm going to start off. The waistbands come in different widths, in different padding thicknesses. You can see this one is like super structured, nice and thick, not really too bendable there, so good support there. And it's also a little bit more on the straighter side. So you want the carrier, we recommend to put it at your natural waistline. And that's a good starting point. You can lower that or higher it up. It really depends on your particular body. And ideally you want to get it to sit against your body. You don't want to have too much space down below, too much space on the side. And that's really where the shape of the band comes in. So you can see this particular band here. Did not put that on my shoulder. So you can see this particular band here. And then if we look at the Becco Gemini, and this time I'll put them on both shoulders. If you look at the Becco Gemini, you can see that this has more of a curve. And so that allows for it to go on the natural waist and then come up and clip on the lower back, which is where ideally you want it to clip. So again, it all depends on your body shape and style. The next thing that you'll want to look at when you are shopping for your carrier is, does your carrier have one of these elastic bands? And this one is black on black, so I'm going to grab an easier one to show you. So this is the Ergo Baby, and it's a little easier to see because of the gray. So here is the elastic band. So what you want to do, this is the default safety mechanism. Grab your buckle, slide it through, pull this through, and then always buckle with an audible click. If, let's say, you're in a rush and you just accidentally don't buckle your carrier all the way, trust, it happens to the best of us, and your buckle comes undone. Somebody walks by and thinks it's going to be funny, let's unbuckle the carrier. You have a default and your carrier is not going to go anywhere. So if you have that safety elastic, always very important to use it. With the other option, if you don't see the safety elastic, typically you'll see the tri-lock. So see how there's this right here? So what happens is with the tri-lock, you buckle that, and then when you go to unbuckle it, you can't unbuckle it without using a third finger to release that. So Omnal Baby is one of the maybe only that I've seen that has the safety elastic and the tri-lock, so that's awesome. So that's your waistband buckle features. When it comes to your shoulder straps, you have, so when you put your carrier on, you have your straps here, and this tightens the carrier, gets your baby closer to you. It's right here. I'll bring it to you in 1 second. Okay, do you want to, ooh, I'll get it. Here you go. Yeah, that's mommy's water. So some buckles will tighten this way. Some buckles will tighten the opposite way. It just really depends on the company. But with the tightening, there's also this thing called personal fit adjusters. So the personal fit adjuster here allows for you, so let's say I've gotten this as tight as I can, but I still have a little bit of room. It's not as tight as I want it. I can come, tighten this, and shorten up the strap. So this is good if you're going to share a carrier with somebody and you have like a tall person and a short person, or if you just want to have the ability to have more control over how tight you get your carrier. The next thing is the hood. So the Omnal Baby actually has a hidden hood in this pocket. And there's different types of hood slash head rest options that I'll show you in a second. This particular one I am very in favor of because it has a cord here, so I can really have more control over how much it conforms to my baby. When my baby's head is here, it kind of really conforms versus if I just have a hood and these straps aren't done. They're, because the Ergo, you can cross the straps, do hip carries so they're not buckled. Versus something like this, where I just kind of go and I buckle this up and then it's just material. It's still got a little bit of cinchability, but not a lot. So again, just another bells and whistles type of thing to look for. I recommend when you're wearing your hood, putting something over your baby's head. You're gonna use that for if they're sleeping or if it's sunny, windy, whatever you might find the need for that. Make sure that you keep a clean, open flow of oxygen coming to your baby. I always recommend buckling the side that their head, the back of their head is. So if they're facing this way, buckle this side and leave them some fresh air circulation. Hey ladies, almost done. Some carriers won't have the hood option, but they'll have a headrest option. So you can do this here to support the head from bobbling backwards without covering the entire head. And then that brings me to body panel. So this is a Becca Gemini, and so what this does is it goes from very small babies. So you have this option where it buckles in, and it makes the seat a little bit more narrow to accommodate your baby's smaller body and legs. And as your baby grows, you can unbuckle this, and there's a button down here. And so you can extend that seat, make it wider to get more life out of your carrier. Other carriers and companies will offer you the option of the infant insert. So you would put your baby here and then put the insert into the carrier. Complete personal preference if that's what you're about. But just be sure to look and see, because not all carriers start from newborn and up. So you want to make sure that you check out if you're wearing a newborn, whether you need an insert or whether you have to wait till your baby's a certain weight. The carriers, depending on the company and the manufacturer's instructions, you can do front carries, hip carries, back carries. Some of them have the forward-facing option. One thing to keep in mind about forward-facing option is that it's easy for baby to get overstimulated. When they're facing your body, they can look side to side and come back and have a place to kind of regroup because they're against your chest. When they're facing forward, it's nothing but other stuff, and so you just want to keep that in mind. Not to say it's a bad option, but if you're going to do that, then just be sure that you keep in mind that it's easy to overstimulate your baby and that it's only recommended to do it for about 30 minutes at a time. If you have any questions, gentleparentingtwins.com has a complete Getting to Know Your Carrier series that will be coming up throughout the summer of 2016. You can also find more Getting to Know Your Carrier videos on my YouTube channel. And I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.